Here's my K-pop 2024 bingo card with everyone misses BTS in the free space, because let's admit it, we all miss BTS. So my first prediction is Kiss of Life first win. I believe with the way they're going and the sound that they're making, they're unique enough to really stand out, but the quality is just high enough for them to really shine domestically and internationally. So I feel like they're finally going to get their first win this year because they 100% deserve it. Another one in Hypin, this is more of a hopeful one, that they get a title track that's more than 3 minutes, because like Sweet Venom, great song, but 2 minutes and a half. These can this be longer? Like, can they have like a longer verse? I don't mind the pre-choruses being that short, but then like they need a proper bridge and a proper outro. At least 3 minutes. 3 minutes and a half is like the perfect length for a song. 4 minutes, I feel like it can drag a bit, but 3 minutes and a half, that's perfection. Another hopeful one, but will honestly most likely not happen. Wiki Miki first win. They've been around since 2017, so 7 years is coming up, which is their contract expiration, and they still have not gotten their first win. I could be wrong on that, but they haven't at least gotten as many wins as they should be getting. And yeah, if they haven't had their first win, I hope they get their first win. They deserve it. I just hope they get a comeback. I don't know, because I think they only had one or none last year. I think the last one would have been 2022. It was like Siesta or something like that. I believe that was their last comeback. And I think they've gotten a win on a music show so far, and they really deserve it. And more of an obvious prediction, just so I can actually get something marked off on the bingo card. New Jeans song with the contender. Like, Water's Wet. Now this one is just pretty much out there and more for me personally, because I'm a big WWE fan, and I think there will be a K-pop and WWE collaboration. I hope so. More so like a K-pop group performs at a WWE event, like at WrestleMania, SummerSlam, you know, one of the big fours maybe. But yeah, WWE have been absolutely killing it in terms of like business. The old boss, we don't talk about him, but yeah, in terms of like the entertainment and the shows they're doing and the graphics as well and the storylines, they've been doing absolutely amazing. Ratings going up, ticket sales going up. They got CM Punk back somehow. I don't know how, but they're doing great. They're doing amazing. I feel like with K-pop constantly being more popular, I feel like it'd be great if they like bring a K-pop group to perform, not to like wrestle, because it would take a lot of training, and K-pop idols are very physically in demand, as well as WWE wrestlers, but like adding on top of that, it'd be a bit too much. So yeah, just like a K-pop group performing at a WWE event, that'd be really cool. Another one, Stray Kids will go more global. It's also kind of obvious, but I feel like they're gonna reach like that true mainstream audience. Like, I know a lot of people want to like gatekeep Stray Kids into that, strictly into the K-pop community, but I feel like with the sound that they're making and like the way they interact with fans and how they are online, the online presence, I feel like there will be a very global group, be very successful internationally, and I feel like their songs will be played at clubs. Like, especially as an Australian, I just know Bang Chan is making the best Muzz music as he could. Next one is Purple Kiss' first win, and I'm gonna be completely honest, in my own opinion, I think Purple Kiss has the best vocal line in all of 4th gen. Not just 4th gen girl groups, all the 4th gen. Like Chetin, Gurten, and Swan, they carry. They're amazing. And then Ire, Doshi, and Suki are just absolutely phenomenal performers. And they also have some of the best title tracks out of all of 4th gen. Like Sweet Juice, like of course I can't do it, but the way they sing it is phenomenal. And just like every other group I said before, they deserve a win. Now this has already been happening, but high saturation of TikTokified songs, as in songs that has like one part that would be definitely used for TikTok, and then has a certain dance move that would be viral on TikTok. I feel like I can mark it off already, but I'm gonna wait until the end of the month. Now here's one that I don't want to happen, but it's on there because it's a bingo card and it could happen. Big Four disbandment. I can't think of any Big Four K-pop group, as in a group in SM, YG, JYP, and HYBE, that will disband. None of them should, and because honestly, I think like all of them are doing so well, so I don't think any of them will really disband, but it's just on there as a prediction, as something I don't want to happen, because I gotta add some things I don't want to happen into the bingo card. Now the thing I honestly want to happen the most, as a Flover from a stand, from a is my favorite group, 2 comebacks please plead us. I know you can do it. Do what you do with 17 and what you've been doing with TWS. Give From Us 9 2 comebacks, alright? They currently, as of recording, they just had their First concert yesterday, second concert today. It's absolutely amazing. And like, don't just give them one comeback every summer, although they dominate the summer. Give them a comeback in like May and then November. That'd be great. That's what I want as a former Nine stan, as a Lover. They deserve the comebacks. And like, with not just being biased, they released the best album last year, purely on music quality. It was amazing. Just do it again, twice this year. At least like mini albums. Don't do singles. Mini albums for From Stein. 2 comebacks. They deserve it, and they should have it. Another one that's out there, a football as in soccer collaboration, kind of like what Le Sserafim did with Barcelona, but in all honesty, it's not Real Madrid. So hopefully, like, you know, K-pop group performs at like a big like football stadium, or like they collab wearing t-shirts sponsoring the football club, like what Le Sserafim did with Barcelona. You know, not Real Madrid, but you know what I mean. Speaking of the Angels, we have something that is honestly might be happening soon. The Seraphim Album of the Year contender, and with the preview alone, it looks like this album's gonna pop the fluff off. I'm excited for this album. I feel like when this album is released, I can tick this off right away. And there's the free space. Everyone misses BTS. We all miss them. Let's move on to Big 4 idol leaving, as in leaving the group. Because leaving the company, that's very common. That's very normal. And then they stay in the group. That's very normal nowadays. I'm talking about like an idol leaving the group. And I don't think it's as impactful as a disbandment. Obviously, it's not. I feel like an idol would be like, my contract is expiring. I think I'm going to leave. Or I want to pursue other venues. I'm going to leave. Something like that. I don't think it would be, I hope it won't be a controversial one. But that's just my thought on it. Now, another one, ATEEZ increased domestic popularity. My gosh, what did I do? So ATEEZ increased domestic popularity because internationally they are like one of the most popular K-pop groups right now. But in South Korea itself, they're not that popular. Because I remember when I went to South Korea with my mom in August, and there are so many celebrity endorsements with companies and brands and products, but I never see ATEEZ ones. I just see a lot of actors I've never even heard of. So like the people that are famous in South Korea are very different to the people that are famous internationally. Not very different, but there are a few that I've never heard of in South Korea, and they're like the biggest stars ever. So it's pretty crazy on how different it can be. And ATEEZ aren't that popular in South Korea. So I really hope that they really garner more exposure, popularity in the country that they're based in. Now here's the most hopeful one, is that I interview a K-pop idol or a whole K-pop idol group, because that's kind of like my dream with this channel, to interview K-pop idols and then like get to know them in ways that other shows haven't gotten to know them before, and ask them questions that they've never been asked before, and get them to talk in ways they don't usually get to talk, because they don't really have the opening of the segue to talk about those things. And I want to ask certain questions that people want to know and people haven't really asked. So yeah, I just really hope I get to interview some people. I know Eric Nam, Itzy, and I are coming here in Melbourne this year. So the companies, if you're one of the 5 people that are watching this, let me know if you want me to interview. Another one that's honestly also very hopeful, more idol interaction shows. So basically shows that are based on other idols interacting with each other, because like as of right now, idols are very awkward in meeting each other because fans get a bit too sensitive. Bit like Dufan was like, oh my gosh, they're staring at each other, they might be kissing. It's like, oh my gosh, they gave side eye, they might hit each other. They're people, they meet. If it's like, I'm a person, I don't meet people, go outside, get help, let idols interact. Another one that's out there, One Piece collaboration, because One Piece is one of the biggest mediums of all time. Like, it's been happening since before Jungkook was even born. The manga was released in 1997. The anime was released in 1999. So One Piece has been happening before any of the members of aespa was born. But yeah, One Piece is probably ending next year. And as someone that's up to date with all of One Piece, up to the manga, anime, and the live action, like it'd be great if someone like a K-pop group just did like, I don't know how they collab, well, I don't know, like the cosplay, something like that. I don't know how they'd collab, but something like that. And this is honestly a very random one, something that rarely happens. 2 PM comeback. Like I remember the last one. What was the last one called? I don't know. I just know most of them are acting or modeling or doing something sexy boys do. I don't know. I wouldn't know. Here's another one. I feel like it's already happening. More non-Asian idols, as in like idols that are not from like obviously Korea, Japan, and China. Those are the most popular ones. And then there's like Philippines. There's more. There's a bit more. As a Filipino, I recognize that. Honey's Vietnamese, and then there's a lot of Thai. Look at idols from like Europe, United States, maybe even South America, maybe Africa. More idols because are gonna join the industry, because like before I thought it was only Asian people becoming K-pop idols, but now that there are more non-Asian K-pop idols becoming K-pop idols and it's being more accepted, I feel like there's just gonna be more people pushing into the industry regardless of their ethnicity. So yeah, I feel like that's gonna happen more this year, and it's gonna be very interesting to see. I'm talking strictly K-pop, not like they are trained like a K-pop group but then they release English songs. I mean, they're trained like a K-pop group, they promote like a K-pop group, all that jazz. Another big one, I've Artist of the Year contender. Now. I know I said that fans have been making idols more competitive, but I feel like with how New Jeans were so successful this year in the award show, with like Starship kind of be like, okay, we gotta push our girls forward. We really gotta make them into the Artist of the Year this year. If New Jeans did it, so can we. I feel like that's what Starship are gonna do. They're gonna create more healthy competition. Not competition, be like, we're gonna fight each other. Just be like, we wanna push ourselves into that higher popularity spectrum. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to say it, but something like that. You get what I mean. But yeah, I just feel like I've got to do much more activities, much more comebacks, just so that they can really be seen as an Artist of the Year contender. Another one, Blackpink comeback, because like we know that as a group they're still under YG. Just like give them an album. Give them an album, please. It'd be nice. They make great songs. Please do it. Next one, 3 idol clothing ambassadors. So 3 idols become clothing ambassadors. There's already a few. I feel like there's gonna be like 3 more, like noticeable ones that would be released on the news. I just feel like a lot more idols going to be seen as brand ambassadors, more as fashionistas. Now here's a very not simple one: 2 idol group song collaboration. Now I don't mean an idol from one group and an idol from another group collaborating to make a song. I mean a full group collaborating with another full group to make a full song together and coming back together. The one that I can only think of is Big Bang and Lollipop. I kind of want something like that. Like imagine aespa and the Seraphim collab comeback. I mean, that sells for itself. Like, and if you think, oh, how are they going to distribute the lines? The members of La Seraphim and the members of aespa, if you combine the two, has the same amount of members as Twice. And if Twice can do it, so can they. Yeah, like Jonghyun doesn't really get lines even though she deserves it, but like they can still distribute it equally with the right producer. Like 2 idol groups collaboration, I really want to see that happening. Now one that I promise is not mean, but underwhelming debuts. What I mean by that is that, first of all, the debuts so far this year, and it's only January, have been great. I've loved them. What I mean underwhelming, I mean kind of like when they debut, it's like, oh, they debut, cool. Kind of just like that. Nothing that would like shake up the industry, you know? It won't be like debuts in 2015 or 2022. It'll just be like, these groups are debuting, that's cool, we'll see where they go. And that's pretty much what the debuts would be like, and that is pretty much what my K-pop 2024 bingo card is like.